What we're going to do right now is just bait the pot. This is a traditional crab pot. It's a 4-entrance pot. Crabs walk in and they're trapped permanently until you come back and check it. It's pretty simple. You can use almost anything, clams, herring, whatever you want. Put a few of those in. This fits right inside the pot here, attached to the bottom of the pot, top of the pot. And then internally we have a bait cage which we'll bait with turkey legs. Relatively inexpensive, but excellent bait for crab. Put it in the pot, close the pot. We've got our float line here. This particular pot has about 40 foot of rope. The key element to the way this is rigged is just attached directly to the pot at this location. Rigged with 2 buoys. One which takes the brunt in the current, and then this buoy floats free, so you don't lose these pots when the current gets running hard. You always want to rig these with 2 buoys so that you won't lose these pots and be pulled under during heavy current.
So here we have an example of a turkey leg in one of the bait cages, and then in this plastic inside is some herring. You put the herring inside and then you screw it on.
So as you drop your pot, first throw your buoys overboard.
Make sure they're clear of your motor.
Clear of the motor, and then start to lay the line out so that it's straight.
Quickly check your trap, make sure everything's good to go. And
then drop it. So here we have a slide side pot. You can see the sides here will slide up and down. This allows the crab to enter from any side. Make sure you get your buoy out there, away from the propeller. Make sure you, when you lay your line, it goes in nice and straight. Get your pot, just drop it straight.
alright, explain what you're doing here.
Just getting ready to strap down one of these baits to the pot.
So you're putting some holes in this piece of bait.
I am.
To secure it with this plastic tie down.
And we're just going to attach it to the bottom of the pot. And secured to the bottom of the pot. Then it's secured in. And the tie down strap. Fairly simple way to do it. You can do it with wire. You can do it with any of those kinds, but these are fairly quick and easy.
So what we got here is a crab ring, and the key to this is when you throw it out and you retrieve it, you have to pull it up fairly quick to make sure the crabs don't escape out of the ring. Okay, we're getting ready to pick up our first crab trap to see if we got any crab inside. So he catches the line, and now he's going to pull this pot up real quick. It's nice when you have help.
Crabs in it. Put the pot inside. You got one.
And we got some crabs in there. Now what we're going to do is look to see if we have any legal size crabs.
Yeah, go ahead and just dump them over the side. There you go.
What we have here is a legal male Dungeness crab. You can tell on the bottom it's rounded and not triangular.
The thing that may not be as evident here, David, that I'm doing, see, we've got an incoming tide. So I'm coming at these pots with, the lines laying up the bay because it's the incoming tide. So you always want to do that, then you don't run over your pot.
So then if it was an outgoing tide, you would come at it the other way.
I'd come at it from the other direction.
And here we are after the ring. Throw the rope in the boat, and because it is a crab ring, pull quickly with gusto.
Here on the left, you have the female with this large flap. This is a male. Females are not, you can never keep females at any time. Obviously, we're only catching male Dungeness crab. So this gives you a good idea what a female, the distinction between the female and the male. And you can see this is certainly a legal size female, but we have to let her go. On the other hand, we have a legal male. You measure the crabs between the points. Gives you a good idea here of measuring in front of the crab. This crab is a little over 6 inches in width, measured in front of the carapace.
Cool. Heading back into the Garibaldi Marina. Our crab pot's full. Had a great day. This is one of the many things you can do on the Oregon coast. Crabbing, salmon fishing, just going out there and looking at the tide pools. Take some time, get out to the Oregon coast and have some fun. Alright, what we got here is we're going to heat up some of these crabs. Took some water out of the bay, so it's salt water. You got a propane bottle here. We're going to heat it up. Then we're going to add some rock salt. Get it in there, add a little flavor to it. We're going to wait until that comes to a boil. And then what we have in the cooler is we've got our crab. We didn't add any water to that cooler or to the bucket, because if you add water to that, what happens is the crabs will suck the oxygen out of the water and then die. As long as you keep them moist, they'll be fine. And we got our crabs here, all legal. Nothing better to taste some crab right after you caught them that same day.
I've killed the crab already. I just grab him by the legs. Pop his back off. Pop his gills off. Pop the plate off the center. Break him in half. Shake him down. You get 2 nice halves of crab, and those are ready to be cooked, and we'll cook in just a few minutes compared to a whole crab, which takes a little over 20, and tastes better as well, in my opinion.
So now we're going to put the crab in the boiling water, and again it's salt water, and then you're going to cook the crab.
Actually, what you do is you put them in, let the water come back to a boil, and once the water gets to a boil, you go 6 to 8 minutes, and then they're done.
The crabs have now been put in the boiling water. And what you want to do is you want to bring the water to a boil again, and about that time the crabs will be done. Here we are at the Oregon coast. One of the best things you want to do on the Oregon coast is go crabbing. Best times of year to go crabbing are those R months: November, September, October. Those are the key months to go and have the most opportunity to get some big crab. One thing to remember though is look at the regulations. The Oregon sport fishing regulations will talk about what the rules are about crabbing. Another important tool is to have a crab gauge. This particular crab gauge is going to tell you whether the crab you caught was legal. Make sure that you keep all males and release all females. Make sure that you understand what the safety aspects of crabbing are. If you have your own boat, understand what tides are, the tide tables, when to go out.